the rules. So, yeah, may not have been much in it, but hopefully that's the standard we'll play to now.
Well, either way, it might stop New Zealand from throwing to that deep poach-off player, especially against this breeze. You can really afford to play aggressively as the deep in the zone when you've got the wind helping you, keeping that disc slower and making it hang up. But Yoni Jung there, one of our game advisors, getting in to add that extra bit of perspective. That one sails across and is well handled by Patrick Cochrane. Nice find underneath to Haberfield. Just keeping things relatively quiet at the back for New Zealand. Downey now surveying the options.
I don't mind this from New Zealand because they are a country that do play a lot of zone play against a lot of zone, almost a bit there.
Oh yeah, just tempting it, wafting the disc in front of the defender, saying, "Are you hungry?"
And I think there'll be a call.
Yeah.
And a lot of clapping from the Australian fans. This is quite an aggressive zone that they're playing. A lot of people around the disc. And as you said before, happy for New Zealand to take a gamble and shoot long.
Nice slicer from Haberfield. But really solid containment. You haven't seen New Zealand make more than sort of 3 yards, having to take lots of negative or lateral passes. Oh, that lovely little flirt to Swinson, keeping things busy and allowing to make some more progress through.
Now, this is where you want to see composure from New Zealand. You've worked it essentially up to your brick mark. High count, reset. Don't change things.
Nice use of the overhead, just softly. And Australia choosing to melt to match coverage.
That's a really good dump mark.
But again, it's footwork that saves that final pass. Nice and easy does it. That's a clean hold for New Zealand.
Really good for New Zealand. Also the fact that it is an upwind. But I want to pay attention to Australia's zone because we called it during the point, but it was super aggressive. So a zone, for those unfamiliar, is where players are marking a space rather than an opponent. And obviously when someone goes into that space, that's when they'll then, I guess, move near them. What Australia were doing were putting a whole heap of players around the disc, so closer to the disc, leaving themselves a little bit exposed in the backfield. But they were happy because in that wind, things sit up. They have a chance to adjust. So I don't think that's the last time we'll see that zone by any stretch. I think you probably saw quite a few throws. Also, a little bit of body contact here and there. So this was the first foul that was retracted. After a brief, a good chat, and then you see Lely with the hand out there. Pretty stock standard. And a nice little toe-in goal.
It's an interesting one, Andy, because we've seen